Coach Anderson, you've been able to get your whole team out on the field, some great weather. What has practice been like so far?
This weather has been absolutely amazing. We've never been outside, let alone on our field, this much before our first game. That's what our girls keep talking about. That's what our coaching staff has been talking about. We're finally getting to see like what those teams down south get to experience on a daily basis. But it's been so nice to not be stuck inside in the cages, inside a gym, where you can actually be pitching live, hitting live, working on defense, working on base running. So it's just been huge. And I know like sooner or later that weather's going to break and we're not going to have that opportunity, but we're just been taking advantage of every time that we can get outside, and especially on our field.
So like you said, you're getting to see some live action. What are some things already that you can tell you want your team to keep improving on?
I would say things that our team definitely needs to keep improving on is, I feel like, staying focused. I feel like with being out on our field and actually being on dirt, that has helped a lot just because that's our game. And in the years past, when we've gone down to that first tournament in Arkansas, that's the first time that our infielders are actually getting ground balls on dirt versus turf or gym floor. And I feel like we've been doing a great job of improving our base running, improving on our defense, just because with being out there, so much more stuff can happen. Like balls are actually being hit to the outfield fence. You can work on relays, you can work on cuts, everything in that aspect. You get to focus and work on that.
Is it a little, the weather then, is it kind of helping knock the rust off way earlier than normal?
I would totally agree with that in regards to that. This weather, I would take it in a heartbeat. I think any baseball, softball coach in the Midwest would always take this weather, just because you have to get very creative when you're inside and you want your players to keep working on the little things, but you can work on so much more of our game out there on the field, and just the whole communication and working out those kinks. And so that's what's really been great about being out on Jen's field and just getting that excitement and that energy ready for the 2015 season.
So what can you already point out are going to be some of your strengths for your team in this coming season?
Strengths for this team would definitely be experience on the mound. We've got 3 senior pitchers. I think the other experience that we really can rely on is our infield. We are very fortunate that we've got 6 returners who received all-conference recognition, and so that's our infield. And then, like I said before, our 3 senior pitchers, we're going to really expect them to step up in big ways. And then our other senior is our senior outfielder, and I feel like we're very blessed to have those 4 seniors just because of their leadership, their experience. And to go back to the pitchers, for 3 senior pitchers, Katie Shockley, she's coming off of an academic All-American season. Jackie Prater was All-Region. She, as a junior, crushed and broke a lot of our UCM career batting records as a junior, so she's just going to be adding to those numbers. And then we've got Jess Wilkes as our other senior pitcher, and then, like I said, Amanda Nally is our senior outfielder. And with Jess and Amanda, I feel like those 2 seniors, they have showed so much more confidence this fall in games, and then even this spring in practices. And so I feel like with those 4 seniors, with their leadership, I feel like that's going to be a vital role for our success as a team, is having those guys.
So do you have any sort of projected lineup yet in your head? You said you're just 17 days away from your first game.
Yep, 17 days. We got it counted down. I feel like for projected lineup, this team has so much experience and so much depth and competition at every position. We keep talking about that it's going to take all 18 players to perform at their best. For the things that we've set for our goals, I feel like it's going to take all 18 of them, and they've bought in. They're all in, and this team is a team that is truly inspiring me, and they're inspiring each other, and you can tell that they are all in for each other. And that's huge when you've got a team that's there for each other, and they're just getting better together.
So this first weekend of games then that you go to, will you use that as a time to try out different lineups, girls in different positions at different times, things like that?
I feel like the first weekend, first couple of weekends, I feel like when you've got the team that we do, we might be seeing different lineups out there just because we've got to see what people are going to do, how they're going to step up, how they're going to perform under pressure, how they're going to handle that pressure. And I feel like to go along with that, just like I said before, our strengths, I feel like should definitely be our experience on the mound, our solid defense, but I feel like another big strength that we have is just, I feel like we're a lot more solid through our lineup with contact hitters, power, with the people that we've got returning as well as with the people that we've brought in.
So what are your expectations for the 2015 season?
This group is so determined and confident. And like I said before, it's a team that's truly inspiring me, and they're inspiring each other. And I feel like they've got the belief in each other. And I feel like that's the one thing that we've got to stay true, stay healthy, stay focused through adversity. And I feel like this is definitely a team that can be a force to be reckoned with on the field come game day, just because they have all the tools to be successful. It's just a matter of them staying focused and working through any adversity.
So kind of wrapping it up, one last question actually about the MIAA. Talk about, you've been coaching in it for a while, you know, how difficult is this conference year after year, and just the quality of softball you'll get once you're into that big swing of conference play?
For MIAA, there are no days off. Every team, no matter what sport, there's so much parity, and there's, like I said, there's no days off. If you come out a little flat, it's going to catch up with you. And it's one of the most competitive conferences in the nation, and I think we take a lot of pride in being in the MIAA. And I think that's one thing about this team, is that they are very passionate about being a UCM Gen, and I feel like they're going to bring that energy and that excitement for fans to see. So it's going to be a great 2015 season in the MIAA.